we are in an absolutely dire state in terms of homelessness and evictions, at record levels of people in emergency accommodation and a massive spike in people being evicted through no fault of their own because of the sale of properties by landlords. Now, I note that even Fianna Fáil, somewhat belatedly, Fianna Fáil backbenchers are now calling for what we've been calling for some time, which is a ban on evictions, at least on an emergency basis, to stop more people going into homelessness. Will you implement such a ban and indeed embark on an aggressive, proactive policy to use some of the windfall revenues now available to the state to buy properties, not where we tell councils they can do it, but to tell councils they must buy properties where people are threatened with eviction and homelessness?
Thanks very much, Deputy. I think, thankfully, in this country, evictions are relatively uncommon. They have to be done through court, and judges look very favourably on very difficult situations in that regard. Notices to quit are a bit different, but if somebody is given a notice to quit, they do have rights, and they are given a period of time before they have to leave the property that they're in. I think the difficulty with a blanket ban on any evictions is that it just stores up the problem for when you lift the ban, and that's part of what we're experiencing now. So I know some people say you have a blanket ban over the winter period. What then happens in the spring? So it doesn't necessarily solve the problem, it just defers it and then makes it worse a little bit later. Part of the solution, and you are right about this, is buying some of these properties. And you raised this issue with me in the Chamber not too long ago. I raised it with Minister O'Brien, and a circular now has issued to local authorities saying that if somebody is served with a notice to quit and there's a risk that they could be evicted into homelessness, that the local authority is now being encouraged to purchase that property from the landlord. And we want to see that done and done in much greater numbers than is the case now.
The regional group.